Welcome back, fellow hunters. Now relax as I tell you the tale of the Strawberry Samurai and how he overcame the Serpent Narwa, the sleeping, tumorous beast. Pidgey hunts. Welcome back to another Monster Hunter Rise journal where more slaying happened and one new monster was found and also slayed. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wrapping up all of this Rise journey very soon. In fact, all of this initial Monster Hunter journey, it feels like we're getting to the conclusive part. So I've made it to the end of Monster Hunter Rise 1.0, and I'm now starting to get into the 2.0 and 3.0 content starting next week. Finally met the Thunder Serpent Narwa, but before we get to the good stuff, I just want to go through the very basics. Everything else was pretty much 7-star quests, so I fought some higher rank Diablos, some Goss Harag. Goss Harag I love. I didn't realize he could change the ice on his hands into different things. The last time I fought him in Village Rank, he had the 2 dual blades, but now he had the sword and shield, and he had, I think he had more than that. And then I just loved hacking away at it, and it just feels so good when you actually kind of know what you're doing with your weapon. I say kind of know. I would say I'm maybe at 60% of knowing how to use my weapon. There's still a lot of unlocked potential in this boy. But I say that specifically because Magnamalo, just high rank Magnamalo, didn't want anything to do with me. I hate that beast once again. I carded 3 times. It was my first failed quest in Rise, and I didn't even realize it was my first failed quest until it happened. I was like, oh my god, I've actually never failed in this. I've never failed a quest. I've carded twice, but never thrice. And now this Magnamalo just got me into very uncomfortable positions, and I just ended up dying. Take that, editor. You can have now 3 cuts of me dying to that. So yeah, pretty much slayed everyone else. We saw Diablos, we saw the Mudman, and at this point, they're all pretty comfortable to fight except for freaking Magnamalo. Made some new upgrades to my switch axe, so I went from the General Strong Axe to the Conqueress, which I think is the best switch axe I can get where I am right now. So the last week we fought the Wind Serpent of Boredom, and this week there was the Thunder Serpent, and I am pleasantly surprised that this was a far better fight than the Rampage conclusive watch me float in the wind as I scoop you up and toss you up and proof of a hero. First of all, Thunder Serpent Narwa gets I think it's her, because the other one always said my queen. Anyways, Narwa has a freaking epic song. The music, okay, the setup was way better. Everyone's so long hero, village meeting, we're sending off the hero. Hopefully he comes back. If not, I guess we got to find a new hero. And then off you go. You're in an arena. And here we go. We got another serpent. I'm like, oh no, it does thunder. Thunder's one of my weaknesses right next to fire. But I'm like, oh, what is this music? We got this really slow, epic, on theme music. We got some vocals to it. And now we're in a big arena where all I have to do is focus on this Narwa. And there's a big throbbing thing on it that I'm like, that's probably what I have to hit. Oh man. In the beginning, it honestly felt, not in the beginning, the whole fight felt like an action RPG fight more than a Monster Hunter fight. And it was very off-putting because I'm like, all right, I'm going to go slay it. And then it's like, nope, you have to climb all of this dirt and get behind the weaponry and use the weaponry against the serpent. And at first I was like, what? No. But then I was like, you know what? I learned how to use all this weaponry. It's far more engaging than the Zora fight from Monster Hunter World. And I'm like, this actually requires you to actually know how to wire bug. So that's check off on good boss mechanic, tests you on the new mechanic of the game, and you use all these new weapons to take it down. And sometimes you can get up close and do a little bit of damage with your melee weapon. Overall, it's not the best representation, I think, of what Monster Hunter can stand for, but I'm glad there is more content after it. I'm glad this fight happened. I think it was far better than the Rampage mess I got last week. The music was great. The monster was fun. I could actually see its moves and how to avoid it, and if I didn't, it was pretty punishing. At one point, the only part I did cart. I carted once because I found the nuke button more specifically, chat told me the nuke button is over there. Go push it. I was like, where's the nuke? Go to, and then like I did it, but then the camera wasn't looking at the monster anymore, and I didn't realize that was the moment it was doing its ultimate attack. So I'm like, nuke, and he was like, nuke the hunter, and we both exploded. I exploded more than he did because I carded. So overall, it was a really fun fight. I enjoyed it, and now we've unlocked a hunter rank. And my next goal is to get to Hunter rank 20. So now I am grinding in both Monster Hunter games. I'm trying to get into a certain Master rank in World. I'm trying to get to a certain Hunter rank in 20. I've seen a comment on this channel that tells me at like every 20 or so rank a new monster unlocks. So now I'm just like, all right, it's time. It's time to grind the Rise. And I eventually have to go back and punish the Magnamalo for what he did to me. But at this point, it's all those monsters that I've seen, so I got a lot of old friends to look forward to. We got Kushala, we got Teostra, we got some new friends, we got the Jet Engine, we got Apex Rathalos. Now we're talking, like, give me some new stuff to fight. Really excited to get into that. But otherwise, that's all I have for this week. It's a fairly short journal. There was really nothing else. It was kind of just a nice stroll around the block, hitting some old friends. So I'll see you all on the next journal, and until next time, keep it classy.